Let me tell you about Senior Chief Petty Officer Shannon Kent, U.S. Navy. Her sister described her as a goal-driven person, tenacious, get her done type of person. Navy colleagues described her according to career. She was a female cryptologist. Her personality, kind eyes, friendly demeanor, married, mother of two. There's another introduction though. She was a special operations officer, hunting down ISIS, deployed to the Joint Special Middle East Command. Yes, that was Officer Kent. She learned 7 languages and the technical operations necessary for her trade. She volunteered for the hard stuff, HVT, high visibility targets. And yes, in the Navy's eyes, successful. People are not always what they appear. But what about spiritual people? How do they appear? And really, does it matter? Well, in 2014, there was a book that was written. It was called Belief Without Borders, Inside the Mind of Spiritual but Not Religious People. Author Linda Mercadante describes different categories. She described kind of those that had left religious institutions but still had a hunger for spirituality. She described those that had casual interest, and she also described the explorer and the seeker, those that love the discovery of ideas and having experiences, but may or may not make any kind of commitment. She also described what she called the immigrant, those that had embraced spiritual beliefs but struggle with the ties to the culture of their past. So, Jesus taught about this. He described spiritual people, and yes, he said it does matter how they appear. He was teaching some of the religious elite of his day, and it was recorded in Matthew chapter 22. And he described it this way. He said, you know what? Love God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. See, spiritual people are all in when it comes to their love for God. They're all in. It's not a category of their life. It's like the bicycle wheel in that picture behind me. And at the very center is your spiritual life, the hub. And everything out of that flows and is affected. Spiritual people, according to Jesus, they're all in their love for God. It affects everything. The second thing that he taught, though, is that spiritual people really love their neighbor as their self. They're all in when it comes to the way they treat others. It reflects their faith. Interesting, you might even say that selfish people are really spiritually self-centered. Those who agree with Jesus and have been changed by him, you know what? You can't stand watching people in need and do nothing. You've got to get involved. You've got to help. That's spirituality. But here's something else that Jesus taught. And it's saying how big spirituality is. He says, you know what? If you deny me, and what he was saying, what he taught, who he was, if you deny me before people, I'll deny you before the Father. See, true spirituality, it's all in about Jesus. Jesus is central. He says, if you believe in God, you also believe in me. Whereas some people like, Officer Ken, yeah, I get it. They got to stay clandestine. They got to stay undercover. But when it comes to spirituality, what place does Jesus have in your life? Do you accept his leadership and his forgiveness for your life? If you've got questions and you want to talk more, hit that contact button.